Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Got some bits to do on the bug today, so let's get cracking. So originally the gearbox was painted a matte black colour, and I have actually managed to get hold of some matte black paint designed to go with aluminium. But first what I need to do is just remove all this grime and crust that's built up. Let's give it a good clean. So that's the gearbox cleaned up, and then it's degreased, keyed up, degreased again. I think I'm about ready just to put some of that matte black spray paint on. So the box is now painted. All I can do now is wait for it to dry. So while the paint on the gearbox is drying, it gives me time to address something else, and that is this wing. So here's one of the wings that I should really replace. I don't know if it is actually worth repairing it, but I really want to try. I want to try and see if I can save this. If I can't save it, I can throw it in the bin. So the main problems is this area here, which has a lot of heavy corrosion. For some reason, this area was left in bare metal and it is just corroded. It has got quite deep rot there. So I'm gonna have to do something with this, probably attempt to cut it out and weld in a section. And this is the other problem. It's very hard to work out, but it is absolutely beaten. It has high spots, low spots all over this. It's absolutely crazy. I don't know what it looked like before this repair, but yeah, underneath all that filler, it does look nasty. But what I'm going to attempt to do is try and straighten this out a bit. Yeah, again, let's see what happens with this. So I guess what I need to do first is get rid of these more obvious dents, or try and get rid of them, and then after that maybe guide coat it and see if we can highlight some more of these little dents and just gradually work them all out. So using a hammer and dolly, I did actually manage to get rid of a lot of the dings and dents in this area of the wing. I'm actually quite surprised how it's come out. Although it's not perfect, I will be bodywork in this area, so there will be filler on there, but I'm pretty happy about that. So I used this scraper to remove the old paint, and it was quite successful until it melted. So I was actually after a new tool that was made of metal, and I managed to get one. So let's give this a go. So here's the verdict. The metal scraper, weirdly enough, the angle's slightly different to the plastic scraper. Makes it a little bit more difficult to use, but it does remove the old paint, but it doesn't remove old fillered areas. It's actually quite difficult. So I've just used an old flap wheel on the grinder just to clean up this area. I used an old one, so I didn't remove too much of the original material, but there you go. I can expose the rusted section. What I'm going to do is just mark it, cut it out, and let's see if we can actually put a new section of steel in here. Might be a little bit awkward. It's got quite a curve on there, but let's see how we get on. So that's this area cut out. What's interesting is this panel here is covered in deep rot, and yet it's not actually gone through the back. Just goes to show how thick these original panels originally were. In one of the previous videos, I asked you guys whether it's going to be worth trying to save and repair the wings, or whether I should replace them with used items or aftermarket panels. So I hope you guys feel responsible. You guys that said I should repair the wing, this is what you've done. So at the bottom here, there was a little split, which was easily repaired just by grinding it back, welding it, grinding it back again. That's actually repaired that area quite nicely. The other area was this here, where it was badly damaged. I mean, it can be better, but I don't think it needs to be. With the body filler that's going on this wing, that should actually be sufficient enough. The other area was here, where there was a rotten section where I cut it out. I did end up having to pie cut this panel just so I could get the bend a bit better. Does need a bit more fettling, but as a whole, this wing has come out okay. So I do feel quite happy that I've managed to save this wing instead of throwing it in the bin. And yeah, it's your fault, the viewer that commented that I should try and save it. Anyway, I'll see you next time. Cheers!